I'm not a negative sort of a guy. I don't even talk about my problems. This is really hard for me. I don't like to talk about my problems. There are people that say, Stan, you would never know that you're sick. I got to put on the mask. But it's my faith. No, it did in the beginning. It was like, God, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? And then somebody said to me one time, Stan, it's just life. Life happens. It has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with Satan. It's just life happens. I've always prided myself. In fact, I've always told my boys, you're a Han. And there's nothing better than a Han, because once you go Han, you never go back. And I've taught my boys that. I've always thought I had great genes. Obviously, I don't. So has it affected my faith? There are days when those tears come that nobody else sees between my father and I. But no, I love my Lord, my God, with all my heart, body, soul, and mind. And if it's His will for me to get a kidney transplant, then it's His will. If it's not, then I just need to suck it up and suffer every day until I die. But as far as affecting my faith, no. Take more than this.
I've learned to depend upon His word.
I've had many tears and sorrows, questions for tomorrow. There have been times I didn't know right from wrong, but through every situation, God gave consolation that these trials only come to make us strong. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend on His word. I've been to a lot of places, and I've seen so many faces. There have been times I felt all alone. But you know, in those lonely, lonely hours, yes, those precious, lonely hours, I said that's when Jesus let me know that I'm His own. You know, I thank God for the mountains. I thank Him for the valleys. I thank Him for the trials He's brought me through. You see, if I never had a problem, I wouldn't know how that God could solve them. And I wouldn't know how that faith in God could bring me through. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God through it all. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. You know, through it all. Yes, through it all, I've come to trust in Jesus. And I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, no matter what it's been, through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Sean, play that again one more time, please. You know, I've seen some dark days in this life. There were times that I didn't know if I'd make it through. But I learned to trust in Jesus. I learned to trust in God. When it seemed the darkest, when it seemed there was no hope, oh, I've learned to depend upon His word. Yes, I've learned to depend upon His precious word.